lots of these connections, and each of those connections its connection strength can be adjusted. And as you just keep adjusting all the connection strengths in this network until the outputs of the network are the ones you want.
There are points where humans should assert control. And I've been trying to think about where are they. I'll give you an example. There's something called recursive self-improvement, where the system just keeps getting smarter and smarter and learning more and more things. At some point, if you don't know what it's learning, you should unplug it.
But we can't unplug them, can we?
Sure you can. There's a power plug and there's a circuit breaker. Go and turn the circuit breaker off.
These technologies are omni-use. So the same core technology can be used to identify, cancerous tumors in chest x-rays as it can to identify a target on the battlefield for an aerial strike. So that mixed use or omni-use is going to drive the proliferation because there's huge commercial incentives because it's going to deliver a huge benefit and do a lot of good. And that's the challenge that we have to figure out, is how to stop something which on the face of it is so good, but at the same time can be used in really bad ways too.
What is your biggest fear about AI?
My actual fear is different from what you might imagine. My actual fear is we're not going to adopt it fast enough to solve the problems that affect everybody. Right? And the reason is that if you look at everyone's everyday lives, what do they want? They want safety, they want healthcare, they want great schools for their kids. We just work on that for a while. Why don't we make people's lives just better because of AI? You will not notice how much of your world has been co-opted by these technologies because they will produce greater delight. If you think about it, a lot of life is inconvenient. It's fix this, call this, make this happen. AI systems should make all that seamless. You should be able to wake up in the morning and have coffee and not have a care in the world and have the computer help you have a great day.
I'll ask my Uber driver, are you worried about self-driving cars? And they go, no one can do what I do. I know the streets of New York. I can navigate like no AI. I'm safe. And it's true for any job. Professors are saying this to me. Oh, nobody can lecture like I do. Like, this is so special. But you understand it's ridiculous. We already have self-driving cars replacing drivers. That is not even a question if it's possible. It's like, how soon before you're fired? Here we're inventing a replacement for human mind, a new inventor capable of doing new inventions. It's the last invention we ever have to make. At that point, it takes over. And the process of doing science, research, even ethics research, morals, all that is automated at that point.
And I think we need to put serious effort into this question. What is a world where AI can do all forms of human work that you would want your children to live in? What does that world look like? Tell me the destination so that we can develop a transition plan to get there.
I think the industrial age created a bunch of jobs that are very dehumanizing, and we've just kind of gotten used to them and put up with them. The idea that work should be repetitive and, you just repeat the same loop over and over and over again, and over a 10-year period of time you might get, graduated up one gear and all that kind of stuff. I don't think that's very human. The idea that you could be simultaneously writing a book, launching a business, running a team, launching a festival, having an event, that you could actually be doing this kind of like mini kingdom work where you've got this little, ecosystem around you of fun things that you're involved in. That is actually made possible for a vast majority of people if they embrace these kind of tools. You can live an incredibly fulfilling and amazing and impactful existence, or I know that I do, as a result of having these tools in my life. Like I'm doing things that I could have only dreamed about as a kid.
My own view is that there will be a lot of job dislocation, but there will be a lot more jobs, not fewer jobs. And here's why. We have a demographic problem in the world, especially in the developed world, where we're not having enough children. That's well understood. Furthermore, we have a lot of older people, and the younger people have to take care of the older people, and they have to be more productive. If you have young people who need to be more productive, the best way to make them more productive is to give them more tools to make them more productive. Whether it's a machinist that goes